What's up, good people? We back. It's your boys, the PCP crew, the Pharaohs Club
PCP.
podcast crew. For our newbies out there, for my old timers, it's back. We back. I got we ready to get it cracking tonight. We got a couple of topics. We want to go over with you tonight. I'm not gonna keep you long. I'll be running point tonight for us, and I got a lot of buckets on this screen right now to give you tonight. So we're ready to get right into it. And speaking of buckets, but first before we get to that, because we are going to be chopping it up about the NBA. Couple things going on in the NBA right now. It's real exciting, and I know me personally as an NBA fan, unlike the rest of my castmates, I'm probably the most inexperienced when it comes to the NBA game, as far as the knowledge and the depth and the passion that some of my brothers share for the round ball. So I got some questions for them, and I want to shed some light on what I think about some things. So that's one thing we're gonna go over tonight. We're gonna have a little interesting stack up at the end of the show that I want to chop it up, and I want to theme it up. We coming out of the dust from 2020 election, and we coming into to Black History Month coming up here in about a week or two. And to me, that just means empowerment, upliftment, a new beginning, a fresh beginning, a new way of thinking for my kings and my queens out there. And so everything that we talk about tonight is going to have that theme, and as far as empowerment. So let's get right to it. So doubling back with the empowerment in the NBA. I first got to say, like I said, me not being the NBA person that you all are, I love the player. It's a players league, and I love that. I love how this league, whether it was given to them or whether they took it and this is how it was, whatever the case may be, I love the way that the players kind of can control their destiny. Maybe not everybody, but a large majority of them can pretty much write their own way. It would seem, and maybe not, but I like it. I like it. I think it's good for the league. That's the question. Is this good for the league? This movement, this power, this empowerment that these players have, because I know a lot of them, before I get to you guys, a lot of them are using their power not just on the court, but they're using it off the court as well too, doing big things. And we're going to touch on that later, as far as a lot of the giving and secret donations that a lot of these players do. We'll chop it up with that. But to the initial question, I mean, what do y'all think? I think it's good for the league, that all this empowerment that these players have and exercising. What you think? Anybody can just jump in.
I'll jump in.
Yeah, Lo, because you were shaking your
Yeah,
head.
listen, first off, it's not a players' league. I mean, I don't know exactly how many players are in the NBA, but I mean, it's a handful of superstars who can write what they want to do. So you got to understand. I mean, was it 12 to a team? It's and one person probably off of 7 teams can tell them what they want to do. That's 7 people in the league. It's not a players league at all. It's still an owners league. They call the shots, things like that. But if we want to talk about Mr. Harden, I mean, hell, if you're a superstar, if you do what you want to do, I go with it. Only thing I can say that I don't like about it is what Harden did was, I mean, you should have let your teammates know from day one. Don't come to training camp You know, that will don't.
Well, hold
don't be
hold
the
up,
guy.
Lo. Hold up, Lo, because we was gonna get into. We was gonna specifically get into Harden here in a second, but I'm starting out in the shallow end, and I'll go to the deep end in a second. But back up a little bit. I want to hear somebody else's perspective on it being a players' league. I guess in comparison to say maybe the MLB or the NFL or something like that. Maybe if I pose the question that way, Mean, jump in real quick. What you think?
I mean, players empowerment, I'll say that, but it contractually, I mean, they can control the destiny with the money with free agency because not signing the long-term deals no more. So I mean, that's more to their advantage. I would agree with Lowe. The owners still call the shots because I mean nobody. I mean, you don't have player, owner, coaches that are running their own teams. My only thing about the player empowerment is the level of competition that has changed over the last, I want to say 30 years when it comes to the NBA. I think what's being misconstrued is you got players that are dictating they want to go and how much they want to get paid. However, you're not giving balance to the league. For example, you may have 30 teams in the NBA, but all these players ending on 3 or 4 or 5 teams in one conference.
Hey, we can't do a whole podcast with me sounding like that.
Yeah,
we're gonna try this one more time. All right, I'm gonna send y'all another link. All right. Yeah. I would hate to go all the way through and mean something like that.
Is that just him though? I don't know if that's this entire session.
Can you hear me?
I'll be honest, on my end, y'all sound fine.
It's just everybody hears you that way though.
Yeah.
You sound real on my end. You probably need to hop out and hop back in. Or reconnect to your Wi-Fi or something, because you sound.
Okay. Yeah. It's on again. It's your boys, the PCP crew, the Pharaohs Club podcast. Yeah, you see all my boys here with me. We back ready to chop it up with you. We got a lot to talk about tonight. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get straight into it. We're not gonna keep you long, though. But we first off, let me just highlight a couple of things that we're gonna do. It's NBA season, and I know my boys on here, they love to hoop. And I know me, I'm a fan, but I'm not as passionate and as intertwined with the sport as much as the others are. So I got a lot of questions that I want to pose to them and give my viewpoint. And it's interesting and see with some of these hardcore old school hoop ballers what they think about the situation. So that's one topic that we're gonna go into. We got a real interesting stack up at the end of the show that I think that'll be good for everybody. And we're just gonna get right to it. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up, it's a new year. We got positivity flowing and goals and everything. We coming out of the dust of this election in 2020, and we're coming up on Black History Month. And we got to take advantage of our little 28 days, but that's what we get, but that's what we're gonna do. So, we're not necessarily gonna go into Black history because to me, we are Black history. We live it every day. So I don't even need to highlight it over the month. So, but we will kind of wrap all these topics and sprinkle them with some Black history and some empowerment throughout the night. So speaking of empowerment, we're going to get right to it in the NBA. I'm a big fan of the empowerment and what these players have achieved and some of the power that they've been given and what they choose to exercise and how they exercise that power. Some might frown at it. I personally like it. I think it's from my vantage point, being a non super fan of the game. I think it's good for the league. I mean, if you got the power, do it. Now, I want to see what everybody else thinks about it. I'm gonna start with my brother Lowe. down in the 513. How you doing, Lo? First off, how's it going?
Hey, minus the bullshit like great, man.
Okay.
But yeah, listen, man. I love player empowerment. I love anything with empowerment, right? But when you say the NBA is empowered, there's probably 5 to 7 players who has who has a say so of what they want to do, right? There is no player empowerment like that. I mean, you have the NBA PA, you know, the organization, the union with who settles all that, but there's absolutely isn't player empowerment.
Okay. I get that, and I'm gonna let you finish. But maybe if I posed it in comparison to the other professional leagues, like the MLB or you know the NFL, you know, would you say that they got the best setup going from a player standpoint? I mean, not to cut you off. My bad, bro.
No, you good. Okay, so if I'm Deshaun Watson right now, and I said, shit, listen, y'all traded the best, one of the top 3 receivers in the league, my right-hand man. Y'all got rid of my coach. I ain't coming back. That's empowerment. But who else could do that? Listen, it's only a handful of, I don't care what league you play in, NBA, NFL, soccer, hockey. I don't care if you a skier. I don't know what you're gonna do. Only certain people have a say so what's going on in any league, because those the box office, the franchise people. You gotta understand that in NBA, it's 12 people to a roster, right? You know, and I know the angle you're getting at, we see that only person who called it a shot this year was Harden. Let's we talked about James. He said, look, I don't want to be here anymore.
And you know what, folks? You're right. And we're gonna get into Harden. We're gonna get into specific players here in a moment, but I'm still kind of, you know, in the shallow end, trying to get to the deep end. So just work with me here, Lo. I'm gonna go to my brother Ameen, because I know he a real passionate, diehard, old school hoop fan, and I appreciate that. And I come to him for a lot of my basketball information. So, Ameen, I know you not a huge fan of the empowerment, because it forms these super teams and everything, and that's what I like. That's exciting to me as a fan. That's what I want to see.
Well, I was gonna say that I don't have a problem with the players getting what they want, but in the context of just keeping the balance in the NBA and from an entertainment value, I mean, you got 30-some teams in the NBA. With all the empowerment that you're talking about from a free agency standpoint, and guys pretty much calling their shot where they want to go, what it does, it just takes away from the competition and the product on the court. So, for example, I mean, I'm one of those guys. I watch League Pass, right? I mean, if there's only 3 teams that's super teams that are playing, that's pretty much the only teams you're gonna be watching. You're not gonna watch teams that, you know what I'm saying, that may be up and coming or young, or using the traditional draft. Look, hold on, using the traditional draft to build their franchises up, because, I mean, technically that shit ain't entertaining. And I'll give you an example. Nobody's watching the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate this shit on Minnesota, but you're not gonna be watching the Timberwolves game.
Hold up, man. Because I'm gonna say this. I can remember my brother G in the beginning of the season, like, man, I'm so glad that hoop is on. I'm pretty sure at that moment, my man would have watched the Orlando Wizards game, no problem. And I know you a basketball purist, man. You'll sit down and watch a random Suns Hawks game, like, hey man, there's some buckets on this game. Come on, don't tell me that, man.
But that's not my point. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of watching basketball, but it should be a balance and level of competition component that you're enjoying what you're watching. And I'm gonna give you a great example. And my wife is not really a basketball aficionado, right? But I mean, she's been around long enough that she knows that if she turned on a basketball game, she would know 1, 2, or 3 players on the court on a random night. She was watching the game the other day, or I had one playing, and she was like, I don't know anybody on either one of these teams.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So my point is that, look, all praises to the guys getting a check that's calling the shots. My thing is, let's get back to the balance of things. And I'll give you an example.
Hey, and I'm going to get back to you on that statement. I'm glad you said that because that's going to take me somewhere else. But we got a couple steps before we get there. Man. I got you. Dale, come on, man. Tell me something, man. I know you. Come on. You all about, entrepreneurship. That's pure empowerment right there. I know you got my back, Dale.
As the business side, yeah, I love to see these dudes getting money. All of that is great. These dudes is getting paid. They numbers is through the roof. It's all of that. All that's well and good. But as a consumer of basketball, I grew up like worshiping basketball. You know what I'm saying? Collecting basketball cards, all that shit. Like I was saying in the chat the other day, man, the one and dones killed the league for me. You don't know who half of these players are. They draft these guys off of potential and they be bust. And that's why you only got maybe 5 or 6, 7 maybe teams to watch in the league, So business wise, yeah, player empowerment is cool, but on as a consumer, that shit is trash. All of this shit is, all of these super teams, man, is not like, dude, back in the day, motherfucking the 90s and shit, them games was competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like across the board. You knew there was gonna be some real basketball from the lowest seed to the highest seed. Like it was real basketball. It was real rivalries. You know what I'm saying? Real games. Now, come on, man. Like, wake me up when the playoffs start, and wake me up like in the conference finals. Like,
right.
Hey Dale, let me add to that. And it's funny you said that. So, like, yeah, back in the 80s and 90s and even the 70s, man, you can correlate a player to a city, right? So you knew back in the day, if the Hawks was playing the Celtics, that was Larry Bird Dominique. If the Pistons was playing the Bulls, it was Jordan and Zeke. If the Lakers was playing Portland, that was Clyde Drexler versus Magic. Now, when you throw these teams out there now, it's like, wait, who? Like, and you like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it go back to the balance component of what he's talking about. Niggas is getting their money. Niggas is calling their shots. Yep. But somewhere winning became everything, and the level of competition has been altered a little bit because you got guys that's tanking on terrible teams that may be good enough to lead a franchise, but they like, well, shit, I'm never gonna win one here, so fuck it. Look, I'll just play out my little contract, and I'll go play with this nigga that on their squad and get my ring. So it is what it is. I mean, it ain't.
I feel you. And Sans, all I'm saying is, Sans, give me a Harden, Kyrie, Durant versus a LeBron, AD, and Kuz on a Tuesday night. That's high octane. I'm gonna take that game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind missing on a couple of them other scrub games to get to that highlight game, because the NBA is good with scheduling these games, and they show the ones that's keeping you, the fans like me, they gonna keep me interested, because them is the games they gonna give me. They're not gonna give me that Hawks Timberwolves game. So what you think, Nas? I mean, so whatever, talent or not, empowerment, it rules. I think it's good for the game.
I think it definitely, I like to see that guys can have a little bit more say in their destiny than just being tossed around by the owners of the team. You definitely like to see that. But at the same time, I agree with Dale, like and me, obviously. I just feel like the quality of the product isn't there. Plus, I mean, what you're talking about, Jay, is all-star games. You know what I'm saying? When you got, You got 5 of the best 10 players in the league on one squad, man. And it's like you might as well be watching an all-star game. Hey. A lot of offense, no defense, everybody dunking on each other, shooting threes. I mean, it seems cool, but I came up in that era too, and that we just telling our age because we sound like a bunch of haters. That's what it is. It's like we sound like a bunch of old haters who don't appreciate the new game and can't get past Tupac and Biggie to see the bigger picture. But I do think that one and done and all of those things created this atmosphere to not know who these dudes are. You know what I mean? We used to at least be able to pick up a little bit of college ball because the dude was, you heard about this phenom playing for the last 2 years at UNC or Duke or Kentucky or whatever. But now the dude is there a year gone, or he came straight from high school, or he came from an international league. And you don't know who these dudes are. So you get these super teams of 1 or 2, 3, 4 teams in the whole league that are good, and everybody else suffers. So yeah. I don't know. I know that G is NBA aficionado. So that's what I'm saying.
And actually, for G, I mean, unless he wants to answer that, I'm actually going to spin another question to her. I'm gonna kick it off with G, because I know my man Lo is itching to talk about Harden. And so G, look at Harden. I mean, like this dude, and you notice, for me, I ain't heard nothing them talking about Harden no more. He didn't came back and gave people buckets. Everybody shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody said nothing about him being overweight, nothing, missing practice, this or that. And he just basically showed you like. Basically, he said what Ivo said, like practice, like, man, listen, man, I'm here to drop buckets, and that's what he did. G, tell me something about that. That's empowerment if I know it.
Hey, man, I'm always about player empowerment and moving around. You know what I mean? Because these owners get to use you how they want you to be used. You know what I'm saying? I will say this, though, Jay. It's got to be... It's got to be some type of rule. Well, no, because then that's policing people. But all I'm saying is I love it, but then there's a part of me, like, can it be 2 superstars to one team instead of 3? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, but I don't really know how you crack down on that. But I'll say this. I'm more interested in I didn't really think James Harden could fit with KD and Kyrie, but what I'm learning is it's not KD, it's not James Harden, it's Kyrie right now, right? And Kyrie the problem is he had a ball and he just got the green light at any point. It's KD team, dog. The coach got to set a line for that, man. So that's my only thing. I know that's totally different. Superstars. I like how they be able to move around. So I was about to say,
who is that coach?
Who coached New York anyway?
Steve Nash.
Oh, dude, the soccer player. Oh, okay. I know.
It is funny that situation. Steve Nash like that, bro. Steve Nash is a Hall of Fame NBA player. You're talking about a soccer player.
Now he got one too many MVPs, but that's a whole.
No, hold on. But okay, listen. But is he a coach though? Listen, coaching. Listen, is he the right coach for that fit?
You don't know yet.
For 3. Hold on. Okay, but I'm saying for three superstars,
right?
You have the soccer player MVP coaching them. All right. Maybe y'all cool with that. All right. I don't know.
But G, what you said about KD, do KD know that it's his team? And do he have that gumption?
Yeah, right. He knows his team.
Man, hold on, man. They don't even care. They don't care, dog.
Nah, KD, they care, dog. I think KD care, dog. In my opinion, I think he care.
I don't think he cares. Look, I think that they on this kind of like, however we can come together and do it, let's just come together and do it.
Right. Let me tell you how they don't care. when
They're old now, bro.
When James was doing all that fat boy shit in Houston, because he was being a fat boy, right? KD knew all along this nigga was gonna do it before the shit even popped off. So when he orchestrated it, or what you call empowerment, when he orchestrated the shit, of course he knew he was gonna go two places, Brooklyn or Philly. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when Harden arrives, the first two games out the jump, this nigga's communicating with his teammates. He's on time to meetings. I mean, I'm like, really, dog? But 30 years ago, that shit, it don't matter about the empowerment. 30 years ago, it was a grown man sport. It was a respect level for veterans versus coming to somebody else's franchise and taking over the reins of leadership. KD already knew that shit was gonna pop.
But so here's where KD cares, though, right? That part I get. KD cares about getting that fucking last shot, bro. He the man.
Oh,
because that's when you're talking about all the swinging and everybody getting the last. When it comes down to the last shot, KD want that ball, period, and he should be the one with the ball.
Is he gonna get the ball?
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's why I'm because here's the situation.
All he want.
Kyrie and Harden are the points. They bringing the ball up, so they got to make the decision to give it to KD. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. So when I said earlier, it has to be the coach. I'm speaking about the coach letting them motherfuckers know that who should get this ball at the end of the game because he's not the one that's bringing the ball up.
Yeah. I think that makes sense on paper, but in reality, that dude Harden is trying to take that last shot every time. He wants that ball too.
Hold on. Yeah, stop all this. Just like when LeBron went to the Heat, D-Wade was a superstar. He understood who LeBron was. Come on now, guys. Harden, he's a superstar, but KD is KD. If who the is number 2 in the league to the king? Is this even a conversation?
It's not a conversation.
Y'all missing. I don't think more so. This is more so.
Hold on, Dale. Go ahead, Dale.
This is more so this ain't an indictment on KD. I think all of us can agree that KD deserved the last shot. This is more so an indictment on the other superstars on the team who ball dominant, they feel like they worthy to take the shot. They got the rock. They probably ain't gonna pass it to him.
So Kyrie left Cleveland and LeBron because he felt like he needed to be the one that was the man on the squad.
But hold on, they're not kids anymore though. These like grown. They've been in the league years. I'm saying like these guys been in the league years.
And their ego, they've been in the league years, and now their ego's big as fuck. This nigga left and didn't tell nobody.
So look, you want the basketball player? You want the basketball player point of view? I'm gonna give you the basketball player point of view. G, and feel me on this, nigga. They got 3 of the top 5 niggas in the NBA. Why should it even come down to taking the last shot? Nigga, you got KD, Harden, and Kyrie on
now, come on. I'm gonna jump in on that because that ain't even got nothing to do with the NBA. That's about personal pride.
Hold on. Unless they playing the Lakers or some other top tier team every night,
what he's saying is why is it even?
They should be blowing niggas out. It shouldn't even come down to the last shot. Yeah. With all that firepower, nigga, you got the best point guard, you got the best shooting guard damn near in the league, and you got the best overall scorer in the league. Why are we even talking about the last shot? This shouldn't even come down to the last shot.
They got finesse out of Jared Allen. That's the piece that's missing.
It's gonna come up.
Yeah,
it's gonna come up.
Jared Allen is the piece that's missing that might fuck their whole season up.
Yep.
And Levert was tight too.
At the end of the day, the conversation was about player empowerment. I mean, like I said from the beginning, it's only about 5 to 7 players who have real empowerment. Everybody else, hey, yes, master.
And you know what?
Contract.
No, because player empowerment too. Empowerment gives Kyrie the ability to dip off and not say nothing.
He's one to 7
either. That's what player empowerment does too.
I said it's 7 players.
That empowerment, if he got fined like $400,000, didn't he get fined like $400,000 or something?
Man, he'll do that shit again.
What I'm saying is,
hold on. What you say, Lo?
What I'm saying is, it's only a handful of players who can do that shit. You can't be the 10th man on the bench and say like, "Hey, screw you. I see when I see you."
But that's why they got a union, though.
That's all I'm saying.
No, that's a good segue. That's a good segue.
But that's why. Hold on, Jay. That's why they got a. That's why they have a player union, though. You know what I'm saying? They when this stuff went down in this summer with all of the civil unrest, these cats they wasn't about to play. Like they had made as a decision as players that they weren't gonna play. You know what I'm saying? And from what I've read, if it wasn't for Barack Obama talking to LeBron James and the crew, they probably would have walked out of them games. So I mean, they do have some level of more of power that they didn't have back before they had free agency and stuff like that.
And
you can't just shit on them like in that player union, it don't mean nothing.
No, I mentioned the players union initially. I get the union. What I'm saying with some empowerment, it's only a handful of players who cannot just show up to the arena.
That's in life, bro.
Hold on, listen. I.e., Kyrie, who can't show up to play the game. It's okay.
It's more than a handful.
That's in life, bro. That's the way it is in life. Period. It's only a few people that got the bread that cannot go to work tomorrow.
And
that can just say, "I ain't going to work tomorrow." It's only a few people that can do that.
Let me wrap this up and tie a bow on that real quick and segue to something else that Mean talked about and what we kind of get into now. As far as what that was the next kind of subtopic of the NBA is what this means for the other non-super teams. What does this mean for them and how they go about their business? But I think that the empowerment, you're right, Sands, it isn't going to be everybody's going to have that option and that ability to do that, but it's spreading and it's more than a handful. And there's probably players that aren't on that elite level, but maybe right below that, because of those elite players, these players will now gain that notoriety and success if they harness it right. You know, I mean, I don't know. But what about the rest of the teams? I mean, do they got a shot? Do they got a shot? Is it anybody but the Lakers that can have a chance to win it?
3 players off Feezy.
No.
Feezy. Give me 3 players off the Kings right now. Name me 3 players off the Kings.
De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I was about to name 3 players.
Fox was easy. Fox is easy. Outside of Fox, go ahead.
Buddy Hield from Oklahoma, and one of them Italian dudes.
So he pretty much proved his point. You only can name 2.
Yo, you could have hit him with Harrison Barnes though.
Oh yeah.
So check this, Jay. That's his point. It's like I'm gonna be honest, there's only 4 teams in the NBA. 4. Really. But outside of that.
So you mean to tell me then basically we're looking nobody outside of, I'm assuming you're talking about the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nets, and Boston.
Maybe the Bucks.
So
man,
nobody else other than them. So hold on. Let me frame it up. Let me frame it up.
These other teams ain't no good.
That's what I'm saying. Let me frame it up.
Utah, Denver, these teams is good teams. If they was in the East, they would be dominating some of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, man. It's the way it's always been. Sometimes the East is up, sometimes the West is up. Right now, you know what I mean? Right now, it's a transfer of power. You know what I'm saying?
So, Sands, who you got this year, Sands? You got those 5 teams that they talking about, or the field winning the title?
But hold on, Nas. Hold on. You ain't never had Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, and Jordan on one team in Brooklyn.
Because you didn't have free agency the way that you do now. It's a different game, bruh. We could play that game all day. No, they didn't go to other teams, but they couldn't go to other teams. No, they was under contract until their contract was up, and that was it. Unless you got traded.
That's not necessarily.
I'm talking player empowerment, man.
That's not necessarily true. Look,
I'm talking player empowerment.
Y'all they couldn't go or they did not want to go. It's a difference. And remember, the league was a lot older back then.
Free agency didn't change the game.
You had grown men back then.
Free agency didn't change the game.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you said back then they didn't have a chance to. They didn't want to. Them niggas didn't want it. They didn't like each other. Everybody now loves each other. After the game, these niggas is hugging and kissing. They gripping, stacking, and hugging like bros at a convention. Instead of saying, nigga, I'm gonna see your ass in the playoffs and I'm whooping that ass. Matter of fact, next year you ain't getting no chip without me. You don't have that no more. You have, all right, my nigga, I'll hit you up. We gonna do dinner.
Do y'all think that? Do y'all think that the style of do y'all think the whole structure of I guess the level of competition has changed in the NBA more so because of player empowerment or because we put championships too high on a pedestal?
Well, you left out one more component, the one and done too.
Well, yeah, I think that goes hand in hand. Yeah, well, I think all of this ties into us putting too much weight on championship.
What's the goal? Too much weight on the championship?
Yeah, I mean, because now everybody just want a ring. Everybody just want a ring. They don't give a fuck how they get to a ring. So if you gonna get a ring, but you had to get a super team, like to me, like I didn't respect the Heat's championship run, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sorry, but I just didn't. I didn't. I respected. I respected. You know what I'm saying? Like when niggas have to.
You ain't fucking kidding right now, man.
But that's just.
Are
but
you
maybe
serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Man, God, hey.
Well, like I said,
you're not hearing this point. What he's saying is, rather playing with the second best player in the league to get your championship, you beat the second best player in the league to get your championship. That's the difference he's talking about. He ain't talking about
the LeBron honors contract. Yes or no?
That's not the argument, though.
I know, but I'm saying
that's not the argument. So, why are you talking about honoring the contract? He's talking about getting. He's talking about any and everything to get the ring, meaning that instead of beating Boston, he'll rather play with Boston. That's what he's talking about.
Because ain't nobody trying to be no Charles Barkley out here at the end of their career.
Right. When did Charles Barkley become the poster child for loser-isms? He a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, man.
Well, it's interesting. I appreciate it, brothers. I even if it is just a handful, I like how these brothers have harnessed that power and how they're using it. So, we're gonna move on. And real quick before we jump out of the sports world, I just want to get your picks. You know what I'm saying? We got our Super Bowl matchup. You know what I'm saying? We got Chiefs and versus the GOAT. So we got baby GOAT and the GOAT. From what they say. So I mean, let all these pundits and everybody tell it. They didn't gave Mahomes. I mean, according to his bank account, he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So again, who y'all, Dale, real quick before we move on, who you got?
Man, Tom Brady just killed me on the bet, man. So I ain't betting against him for next week. So yeah, I got Tom.
Okay, G.
Go.
Okay. Sands, who you got?
And I wouldn't put no monetary bet on it, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, bro. I'm gonna go with the coach, man. Andy Reid is a mastermind. I think he's gonna be ready for whatever they throw. They got a lot of weapons over there, man.
Okay.
I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm going with the young GOAT. The young
the baby goat. Okay, little Billy goat.
Yeah, little baby goat. Lamb.
Little Billy Gruff. Little Billy goat Gruff.
A baby goat is called the kid.
The kid. Okay. Low.
Is it January?
Do I need to ask?
Is it January? Is it January? What? Listen. Is it January? You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, what you think, Fees? What sounds good to you? It's January. I mean, fuck. I mean, listen. Hey, insanity. Would say do the same thing over and over again? Yes, Tom. I mean, it's January.
Okay.
I'm gonna end it off. Hey, I'm gonna end it off. I mean, you why would you want to bet against Tom Brady at this point?
Okay.
He called him Tom January though.
Right, Tom January.
It's January. Why was even like? January. I didn't know it was even like a question. Listen, all I'm saying is.
Oh no, I was going to say unless they playing the Giants. Tom.
Right. All
right.
And look, the last bowl he lost, he should have won for real.
Right.
They didn't have enough offense. He told him, like, he was asking him to go. He was trying to get everybody on that team.
He threw for 500.
Yeah.
10. This is his 10th Super Bowl appearance. Some dudes have never been in the Super Bowl in their whole career and then played 13, 14 years. This dude has been in the Super Bowl 10 times.
Ridiculous, man.
Y'all call me
if you don't think he the GOAT, then you just a hater.
I'm calling Baby Jesus. Baby Jesus is going to. Baby Jesus here.
It's hard to do that in football, man. It's hard to do that in football, bro.
It's impossible.
And I just
hold on. No, hold on. He's 43.
Right.
I mean, let me forget. He's 43 years old. He's old. Like, he's played football like his whole life. My God. Yeah, man. Tom terrific, Baby Jesus, the GOAT, whatever we're gonna call him. You can't, I mean, what's the spread there? Is it out yet? What's the spread?
Hey, man.
What's Vegas talking about? What Vegas say?
Chiefs favored to 3, man. -3.
Oh, really? Oh, they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do nothing but motivate him now. He's looking at that like, word? Oh,
yeah, like you said, that's a good spread. It's a good spread.
Yeah. Yo, I'll tell you what, if the defense can keep them in the game, bro.
Smack Aaron Rodgers in the mouth.
For real. If Tampa Bay can hold the Chiefs to 28 points, if they can hold them to 28, they got a shot, bro. They go. Tom gonna be Tom, bro. If they get to like scoring, like try to go up to 40s and all that, then then we out of here. But they keep it between 21 and 28.
Chiefs defense is definitely the weak link a little bit. Like that'll be.
That's what I'm saying.
That middle is a little soft.
I'm gonna go. Honestly, it's tough because you're right. Tom is the GOAT. It's January, like Lo said. But I'm gonna be honest, man. For every time it looks like the Chiefs is down, they come out slow. They don't do this. They don't do that. They hit number 10, bam. They hit 87, bam. Come back with 10, bam, bam. And next thing you know, you like shit. I mean, did you see that play they gave Tyreek and the throw from Mahomes and he dipped for 70? Just like that.
Tyreek is just a monster.
Me personally, I think they're gonna outrun that defense. So I'm going with my homeboy. I mean, Tom will be in it, but the Chiefs, they're going to keep going. They'll just keep going. So if it's 70-70, Chiefs will be like, oh, we got to score one more. They'll do it. So anyway.
Where your money at, Fees?
Hold on. Fees. All I'm saying is this. I'm done. Tom went to the frozen tundra. The frozen tundra with a team he ain't never touched. You know how hard it is to win in Green Bay?
Yeah, I know. Eli did it. You're right.
Listen,
just saying.
It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep, man. He went to the tundra
Los said this is deeper than rap.
That was that year we beat Tom that year too. I remember that.
Fine, but what I'm saying is he's going home now.
Right, he is
going to the beach.
That's what's up.
He goes to the bank.
Big shout out.
Yeah.
Big shout out. Like I said, I'm a baseball guy. Big shout out to Henry Hank Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Legend. I grew up baseball head, and I mean that dude. You know, and it's crazy. Real quick, just to give you a couple little tidbits about this dude. You know, just to put it in perspective, everybody know him for the home runs, man. Just think about this, man. If you take away all his home runs, this cat still had 3,000 hits. Come on, man. That's retarded. And he played D. You know what I'm saying? And he was dealing with all the off the field stuff like that. That he was a real baseball player, man.
They said the other stat that I thought that was real interesting is that they said that he had 12 more miles around the bases than any other player. The next closest. 12 miles he had run around them bases. 12 miles more than the last guy.
Just straight baller right there, man. Underrated. You know what I'm saying? But definitely a big shout out to him and his family. You know what I'm saying? That's a true icon right there. That's a true legend in his purest form.
And he did all of that with death threats every day. For being great.
3,000 letters a day.
A day for being great at what you do.
That's crazy.
The same people that was probably cheering him on, because that was their team. I guarantee you, the same people was writing them letters.
Hey, think about what he possibly could have been thinking about when he was running around them bases. Back then, you could run on the field when they was hitting home runs. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably could have tried to pop him off. But I mean, just to deal with all of that on a day-to-day basis and everything, big shout out to him, man. And he was definitely a fallen hero. And he'll definitely be missed in the sports world for real. So all right, moving on. So couple little we're gonna make it a little fun now. We still keeping it Black History because we talking about our heroes, but this might be in the bedroom, in the hollering arena. You know what I'm saying? Who are good people are out here. So let's get to it. So just a quick question. Your boy call you up. This is all hypothetically, of course, everybody. This is a hypothetical question, and we're just talking. So you're a wingman for your boy, you know what I'm saying? And it's two chicks that he met. You know, he ain't really partial to either one of them. He just like, man, I got two chicks, man. Won't you come through with me? You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right. So you get over there, he give you some info. Low. All right. So he give you some info. Basically, there's one chick, she's average in the face, banging body, and she bout it. Just not that cute. Then there's one who's bad, but she ain't talking about nothing. So as the wingman, do you go for the bout it chick for that night, or because this other chick is bad, do you try to spend time with her to see what's up for a later play?
A bird in the hand.
Wait a minute. Do I get first choice?
So do I know I need? Is it clear? Do I need to clean it up a little bit?
Do I get first choice? Because you said my boy called me up and he got two things for me, right? That's what you said.
So, but he telling you the info, like, okay, you know, we're gonna call her this chick named Tanya. Tanya, she ain't that cute, man, but she bout it. She ready. Okay. She a goer. She going tonight. She ready. You know what I'm saying? And then the friend, she bad, but she ain't talking about shit, man. She ain't talking about nothing. So but
pause,
you know,
pause right there. So your boy already got who he want.
No, it's open. It's open.
Okay.
It's open.
Okay. So, am I going first?
You can go first, man.
Well, I mean, it depends how friendly I am. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, this is pre-marriage. You know,
I said this is hypothetical. Hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical. Premarital. you know what I'm saying? This when I was, your
Cat
boy.
is giving all the disclaimers in the world just to make sure.
But yeah, it depends how friendly I am. And back in the day, I smoked a little herbal. I used to hit some Remy. So G already know when that get in me, I probably could bag both of them. But for the context of what you're talking about, I don't know. I mean, it depends how drunk I am, how intoxicated I am. I'm probably gonna go for the one with the banging body.
So you're going with the 5 face with the body over the 10 face.
Look, banging body, because if we in public by accident and say I'm out, we out with him and shit, and one of my other boys sitting him like, man, which one you the banging body? Where I'm like, yeah, the banging body. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. So you going with the 5 face, the 5 face banger body. All right, bet. All right, Dale.
Man,
You going for the short play or the long play? That's basically the question.
Can I plead the 5th? No, I'm playing. Long. I do the long game, man. Plant the seed and try to connect with Shorty later down the line or something. So
okay, he going with the long play. He going with the baddie. Okay. Sam,
I got some questions later on about that. Go ahead, Nas. Go ahead.
Man, a bird in the hand, baby. A bird in the hand. That's the old saying, ain't it? Bird in the hand. No, I mean, you gotta. I'm all about energy too, though. You know what I mean? So it's about the type of vibe she's bringing off. You know what I'm saying? So if the other one a little too thirsty, it's a bit of a turn off for me. But if I got to make a choice, I'm going bird in the hand.
He said a bird in the hand over a chick in the bush, huh? All right, here you go, G. You going for the long play or the short play?
So again, I make sure I heard that right. The long play is a chick that.
Let me set you up, G. Right. You get there, give you information. Chick is all right in the face, banging body. She ready to go tonight. She's a boy doer and everything. Now, the other chick, you get there, she's bad. She bad and she peeped you.
Example bad. How bad? Who? Similar to who bad?
He need the visuals.
I'm a visual guy.
Okay, since we ain't gonna do no name drops.
Okay.
We all went to school around the same people.
Oh no, it could be famous. It could be a famous
the face.
Rihanna.
Oh, okay.
Beyonce. Whichever way you want.
We'll go cute. We'll go Ella May style. She's cute. We'll go her.
Ella May? Ella May?
Yeah.
That Ella May, y'all? Okay. Dale and Lo know what I'm talking about when I say Ella May.
Oh, I know what you're talking about too.
Reach back.
Oh yeah. But she bad. Okay, Rihanna B. She bad, and she peeped you. So, would you forego the body, boy doer, good possibility of boy doing? You know what I'm saying? Pause.
This thing took a serious left turn, bro.
Oh shit.
Anyway, we're gonna edit that. Anyway, G, what's your play, bro?
Why how did we get here?
Boy doer. So I'm taking the only part that I didn't hear, Fees, is
okay.
The cute one. She what? She not giving it up, or I gotta wait to see how long it's
gonna
take?
She not going tonight at all. But but she feeling you, so you could holler at her, but you just gonna be doing that. You just gonna be sitting over there chopping it up. You ain't getting nothing off.
All right. Every one of these deserve a disclaimer. This is before situation.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical. I'm with the boy doer, dog. I'm all about the boy doer in the moment. Okay. And she thick. You didn't say she was. She didn't say she was ugly. She just
ain't cute though.
She ain't cute. She got body. She just ain't cute.
But let's put hold on. Let's put a numeric value to that. So she's like a.
She's a 5.
She like a 4. She a 4.
4 in the face.
She a 4
you didn't say 5 now. Hold on. You said 5?
But the body's a 10 though.
4 or 5 in the face. Body
ain't mean a 4
Hold on, 4 or a 5, dog. It's a big difference between 4 and a 5, nigga.
Listen,
yeah, man.
I originally said she's a 5 with body. That's what I said originally.
She's a 5 with a 10 body.
With a 10 body.
That's a 7.
She got a. Does she have a 10? Does she have a?
Low said that's a 7.
Does she have? Yeah. Does she have a 10 mouth?
That's a jewel.
Hey man, you get too technical.
Does she have a 10 mouth?
G want to know what mouth look like and everything. He like, what her toes look like.
So basically, for the audience, Low did the average. He took the 10 and the 5 and averaged it to a 7.
I'm taking the 7. Yeah, I'm taking the 7.
And then Geno added the 10 to the mouth, so they may be at 8.5. There you go. So
wow.
Yeah, I'm still with my same answer though. Yep.
What's Low's answer? We haven't heard from Low.
Yeah, what's up, Low?
Shit, I'm easy.
Hold on. Hey, single cam.
Listen. Oh yeah, this is disclaimer again. You know, everybody. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. So, I mean, so let's go.
Oh my
God.
Oh man.
Fucking A, man. That's Stephen A.
I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Y'all worry about the wrong stuff, man.
Dr. Bar.
Wow. I like it though,
man. All right.
Did everybody answer?
Put that on the back of one of them shirts right there.
Did everybody answer, Feezy?
Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Nas went. Low went. Yeah. You went. Dale went. I went. G went. Yep.
So I got a question. I got to loop back to Dale because Dale, you know, this nigga was talking about spending quality time and shit. You know what I'm saying? He trying to be motherfucking Keith Sweat. You know what I'm saying?
Quality
serenade, right? This nigga
you.
serenading and shit, nigga. Now remember the question is you was with your boy. You ain't by yourself, nigga. So if you was with me, oh nah, nigga. I'm gonna be like, nigga. Man, you talking about
man? Ain't nothing wrong with
thinking. Hey, Low, he talking about I'm thinking long term.
Hey,
you ain't gonna
Dan,
never see her again.
God bless you.
Take her and Dale.
Damn. I mean, inside joke.
Don't take that pretty. Take that
disclosure. This is all premarital activity.
Man, we gave the disclaimers, man. We know what it is.
Yeah, that's why I said that. We know it's all good. We talking, man.
It's all hypothetical, bro.
Hey, from what I heard, it was an 8.5 on all those averages, so I'm good. 10 body, 10 mouth, 4 face. I'm with that.
If and that 7.5
is good.
I'm talking to me. It's a wrap.
It was out 30 years ago with the guys. You mean that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We already did a disclaimer, man.
30 years ago.
50 years. Let's say 50.
Okay, so wait. That's interesting, me. Hold up. That's interesting, me. Hey, G, since you got all cheesy and giddy over your 8.5, hold up. So you into it, right? And she like, nah, I ain't going down. You know what I'm saying? But we can just go regular. So now that just dropped her back down because she's not doing the boy now. It's just regular. So you out because now.
No, Feezy. What time is it?
No boy door.
Hold on. What's the shot clock? Is it a day party or is it after hours?
He said, "What's the shot clock?"
I knew he was gonna bring up that goddamn.
He said, "Do we get a full 24 seconds?" So I
knew brunch was gonna come up at some point, man. I knew.
Okay,
about brunch.
I got a good time frame for you, Lo.
I want to know. Hold on. Lo want to know if it's for the win.
Hey, it's that flex morning period before checkout at the telly. So you in that 9 o'clock range, you know what I'm saying? Where you got about an hour to 2 hours.
Man, look, this dude right here is the GOAT. Lo is the GOAT, man. Lo is the GOAT. This cat is like, is it day party? Is it after the day party? Is it after the party? Or is it the Waffle House run? Like, what is it?
Legitimate questions, though.
No, that does make a difference, though.
It make a huge difference, though.
It make a Are we going to the next spot?
Like, how drunk am I? Is it day party drunk or is it nighttime drunk?
My answer. I got to change.
Hold on. What's up, man?
So look, if it's day party, it's a wrap. If it's after the party, probably. Waffle House run, most definitely. There you go.
Y'all crazy, man.
Oh, said he know if it's 3 seconds on the clock or if it's 24 seconds on the clock.
Check the shot clock, man. I mean,
I hope our audience
pre-COVID, because everything shut down at 10. I mean, it's like, I'm sorry, no, 30 years ago.
No, this was 30 years ago. 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's
30 years ago. Well, that's what's up, fellas.
Hey.
Man,
Hello.
Because it's live, direct, and extra.
Hello.
Questions, and you can respond, and we'll have some dialogue, some banter back and forth, make it some fun, good dialogue and content. So come check us out on at the PHARAOHS Club Pod on IG. You know, you can see all of us, you know, individually together, and you know, chop it up with us. You know, we're trying to connect with our fans in 2021. So before we get out of here, I just want to see, you know, what's up on your minds, and we haven't seen each other in a minute. I know our fans are gonna start to see us, you know, all the time. So let's let them in a little bit more on this, man. Dale, what's on your mind lately, man? Or just shout everybody out, or whatever you feel.
Man, I got some shit brewing. Just I'm putting together all of the pieces, man. Trying to get it together. I got some big shit brewing for 2021. Just be on the lookout, man. And just when I make the announcements to y'all throughout the year, man, just acknowledge your boy been busting his ass trying to get it done. So it's on the way.
That's what's up. Mean.
Hey, man, I need a motherfucking vacation. I mean, hey, man, I just can't wait. I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't wait to this vaccination rollout, or when I'm more comfortable to getting on the plane and all that stuff. Even though we've had some people already out here playing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, me and my wife, man, we plotting, man. I know we gonna be on somebody island sooner than later. No time soon, but sooner than later. And I just can't wait to be on the beach, kicking my feet up, getting faded. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got. That's on my mind, nigga. Some sun and some fucking drinks and some music. That's it.
Sans, what about you, man? What's going on? How you living?
Man, I echo that. I mean, I hope that I get that invite, so I'm with you. Man, just want to give a quick shout out to one of my OGs from Detroit, Michigan, who passed away this weekend, Mr. Horatio Donald a really good friend of the family, older gentleman, but he passed away this weekend. Just want to give him a shout out. He always drank Bumpy Face gin, and I got a little gin. I'm going to take a shot for him as soon as we're done with this. But I just want to give him some love and some shout out also to one of my schoolmates that passed away this weekend, Haybert Williams. I want to give some love to him and his family. He passed away this weekend as well. It's life. We in it, but we keep it pushing, man. We got to keep living. So I want to be on that beach with Mean and clashing glasses and smoking cigars and see all y'all faces, man. I can't wait till we can get to this podcast in one space together, man. I can't wait till we can show the world what that energy really is like when we all together, man, because it's a different type of energy, bro. And I think that our fans I think they deserve to see that. And I'm looking forward to the day we could do that.
G, what's on your mind, man? Besides the master plan?
Man, got some things in the works too. Really building that thing out, man, too. So, but I'm really excited about where the podcast is potentially can go. I'm really we are really putting in the work to try to land us a home. So I'm really excited about the possibilities, just to let the fans know that we're constantly in motion to try to grow this thing. And right now, man, other than that, it's simple. Just keeping my family healthy, bro. That's really all I care about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the other things are falling into place with the hustle. So.
Okay. Lo, what's good? What's good, brother?
Oh man. Well, first off, through all the blessings of God, all 20 goals, the box was checked. Thank God. Outside of one, 2021 is in play. Just trying to hit them goals too. So it's just amazing that at the end of the day, we surround yourself with the right people. Things happen, and that's from friendships, relationships, business associates. Things work out, and keep the faith. And I appreciate this space that we give each other. It's I guess it's more of a blessing than anything that we all came from the same school, the same fraternity, and still are here with each other. Everybody can't say that. So this right here is a blessing. Everybody don't have this. Regardless of the podcast or whatever, our chapter, our brotherhood, you can be in a fraternity and you say that's your brother, but chapter is a little bit different. Mighty Z chapter, and I'm just excited. I'm privileged and blessed that I'm one of many of our chapter. But at the end of the day, it's some things in the works, and I'll say this, guys. December 4th this year, me in Cincinnati. It's Founders Day. It's my 40th birthday party. Black and Gold 40th birthday bash. Doing a whole weekend. Put it out there now. It's already set up. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event. Fuck with me.
Okay. Well, for me, same thing all you guys are saying. I got some goals I wrote down. It feels good to look back and see those goals checked for for 2020. I actually had a couple that I didn't get checked, but that motivates me this year to even work harder and to know what I need to adjust. I actually start therapy tomorrow at 3:00. So I'm actually looking forward to that. You know, kind of trying to work out some things I got going on in my head, you know what I'm saying, and make things a little easier on people around me. And so I'm looking forward to that, you know what I'm saying, and what's to come as a result from going to that. So just to see what I look like in the fall, or what I look like at Lowe's party in December, I'm looking forward to that. So other than that, man, you know, y'all stay blessed. Hug your families, love your families. And we're gonna see y'all in I'm gonna see y'all in 2 weeks, man, just like this. Let's do it. We had a good cast tonight. As my brother says, peace and love from the boys, from the PCP crew. You know what I'm saying? Have a good night. Good evening. We lit.